Today marks 35 days for the government shutdown with no end in sight. And tonight there is even more confusion regarding SNAP benefits.
Yesterday, remember, it looked as if recipients of federal food assistance would at least get some of their November funds. Today, though, the president appeared to walk back that promise.
And then the White House had to clarify. So what happens now? And how is the state of Tennessee responding to this change? Here's News Channel 5's Chris Davis.
It looks like they're going to get some benefits.
Monday, advocates were breathing a little easier when the Trump administration said they would comply with a federal judge's order, tapping into contingency funds to at least get out half of what SNAP recipients usually receive.
Every day is really significant when a family doesn't have food benefits.
But Tuesday morning, President Donald Trump appeared to walk that commitment back, writing on Truth Social that SNAP benefits, quote, will be given only when the radical left Democrats open up government, which they can easily do, and not before.
The orders are binding, subject to appeals.
Attorney David Rabin has tried a lot of cases in federal court. He says the judges could hold someone in contempt of court, although it's highly unlikely that would be the President of the United States.
You could have some cabinet officials, for example, the Department of Agriculture, be jailed potentially for failing to put money into the system.
Regardless of what happens at the federal level, here in Tennessee, lawmakers and advocates are urging Governor Bill Lee to do more to help these families, and that includes a member of his own party.
When I spoke to one of the directors of my food banks in Cookeville, and they basically told me for the first time ever, their freezer was completely empty.
State Senator Paul Bailey released this letter last week, urging Governor Lee to, quote, find a way to protect Tennessee families from losing access to essential food assistance benefits.
The governor called me today to let me know that he had released $5 million to go into the food banks.
Bailey says that $5 million is coming from TennCare reserve funding, and those dollars would be allocated based on the number of SNAP recipients in each community.
I think that's a first step.
So far, the governor has not decided to directly grant resources to SNAP recipients. I asked Senator Bailey if that would be the next step if this government shutdown continues.
We have to make sure, especially going into a holiday season, that these individuals have food on the table and that no one goes hungry.
With photojournalist Dan Blommel, Chris Davis, News Channel 5.
The governor used TennCare reserve dollars last year for Hurricane Helene relief. That was in East Tennessee. Now, it won't need legislative approval, so that $5 million should be able to get out to food banks relatively quickly. And we do want to mention today the White House clarified that the administration will dole out that partial SNAP funding, but they warned it's going to take weeks.